like part of the way like someone asked me, like, do I think New Year's resolutions are good? Do I like them? Do I dislike them? Part of the thing that I think is a problem with the mindset that sometimes comes along with New Year's resolutions is like treating a date or like a new moment in time as like sort of like a, how do I say this? Like almost like a blanket vague solution to things. Like, oh, once we get, you know, once 2021 happens, like I hear this a lot. Once 2021 comes, things will be great. And while next year will probably be a lot better than this year, just because that date has switched doesn't make things automatically happen. Like COVID's not just gonna like disappear, right? The internet is still gonna be the internet. The political climate is still gonna be the political climate. Like, it is a new beginning. It is a chance for you mentally to like have, I guess, a fresh start, even if it's just in your own head. But that's part of why I think it can be just a little bit dangerous, right? Does that make sense? Almost like instead of using a date to start a new habit or to change something about your life, you're using it as sort of like an excuse. Maybe not excuse, but like an arbitrary reason why things are going to change. So. Yeah, but the solstice, though. There's no real magic about it. Yeah, maybe false hope. Again, though, I think New Year's resolutions can be so positive for some people. I've seen people change their entire lives, and the start of it happened. The catalyst was a New Year's resolution. They're like, I'm gonna do this year. And then it ended up changing their whole life for the better. And that's incredible. And I know a lot of people look towards January 1st as like an opportunity to really buckle down and do the thing that they wanted to do for so long or whatever. And I appreciate that and I respect it. I respect it a lot. But there's like a fine line between that and being like, I can't wait till this year when everything's gonna be better or different, or I can't wait till I turn 20 whatever, and that once I'm that age, things are just gonna be so much better. And it's like, no, like time actually is a social construct in a way, and you have to like, there has to be tangible things that are changing and in motion for things to change. That once milestone time age thing is reached, things will be better thing, I think is a psychological thing that I cannot remember the name of. But basically, my transition team were counseling me not to put all my stock in life magically being perfect and being perfectly at ease in my skin once I was on hormones post-surgery. I feel like the darker end of the New Year's resolution spectrum falls into that. OBGYN, I think that's really well said. And I'd be really interested to know the psychological term for that. And I think that's good that your team of doctors or whoever was giving you that advice was telling you that, because I think it is sort of like it's like a dangerous mindset, you know? It's a dangerous mindset. Like, I think that can sort of apply to, you know, a situation where there's like a couple, right? And they have dysfunction in their relationship. Obviously, this is completely hypothetical and just like whatever, but they have a kid because they're like, oh, this is what we need. This is gonna fix us. This is gonna bring us together. And yes, while having a child can like obviously bring two people together, like sometimes it is a dangerous precedent to set for something like that to be like the fix it. You know?
What's the matter? I gave her a 20. She only gave me
placebo effect? I don't think that's...
Oh boy.
Magical thinking might be the psychology term. Let's look. Magical thinking. Magical thinking or superstitious thinking is the belief that unrelated events are casually connected despite the absence of any possible casual link between them, particularly as a result
I ended up playing out with him for a bit.
of supernatural effects.
Guys equals best gifts ever.
I don't think that's it. Wait, okay. Magical thinking, the belief that one's ideas, thoughts, actions, words, or use of symbols can influence the course of events in the material world. Magical thinking presumes a casual link between one's inner personal experience and external physical world. Maybe that is it, actually. Refers to the idea that you can influence the You can influence the outcome of specific events by doing something that has no bearing on the circumstances. I think that's sort of it. Locus of control. Locus of control is the degree to which people believe that they, as opposed to external forces beyond their influence, have control over the outcome of events in their lives. The concept was developed by Julien. Two types of locus of control, internal and external. An external locus of control supports a belief that one is helpless without blame and not in control of one's success and failures, while a student with an internal locus of control will attribute their success and failures to their own efforts. That sounds more along the lines of it. I'm reading Google, I'm not smart. But yeah, welcome to psychology class, for real. This is interesting. Manifestation thinking. Is that a term? Thought manifestation. It means on some level at least that people are becoming aware of how thoughts, beliefs, and general mindset influence our experience. That essentially what the concept of manifestation is. I don't know. I don't know if that's it. It's like using an arbitrary marker in one's life or like thing or event as the catalyst that will yield something else. Like new year, new me, basically, right? Like it's the calendar is changing years. So it's gonna be better. Right? It's like arbitrary because it's not, there's no fact behind that. And while that might come true, it's not going to come true because the year changed. It's going to come true because you did a bunch of things or other people did a bunch of things that created a wave of like cause and effect. What is it? False hope syndrome. Did I already look that up? Do you think it's like a societal thing? 100%. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's like a built-in thing for humans to be like, oh, new year, new me. It's like, that was completely made up. The false hope syndrome results from inadequate assessments of the arduousness of self-change, unrealistic goal setting, and poor coping skills. It contributes to a spiral of decreasing self-esteem and worsening of mood. That sounds probably the closest to it. People appear to behave paradoxically by persisting in repeated self-change attempts despite previous failures. It's argued, though, that self-change attempts provide some initial rewards, even when unsuccessful. Feelings of control and optimism often accompany the early stages of self-modification efforts. In addition, unrealistic expectations concerning the ease, speed,
destroy you tonight, #mullet.
likely degree of change. Chris, we're doing psychology over here. And he just comes in and threatens me. I just got teacher, Chris is threatening me. I'm just studying, dude. I'm literally gonna destroy you. Oh shit, dude. So I think this sounds the most along the line of what we're talking about. False hope syndrome. I don't know if it covers everything, but it definitely sounds like it's the most on par with what we're talking about. Kind of want to keep reading. Advantages of feeling in control. Do you like to feel in control of things in your life, or are you willing to let someone else have that control? Obviously, individuals prefer to feel control of their own lives. Taking the step to resolve change of oneself appears to promote a sense of control. Even when participating in chance activities such as lottery, people who take an active role develop an exaggerated sense of control. Those who select their own markers or tickets, instead of having the experimenter assign one to them, feel more in control and also more confident of a favorable outcome. This definitely sounds like what we're talking about. The question then arises, are the expected outcomes realistically connected to the change we plan to make? Yeah, this is it. For some changes, the predicted benefit is likely to result from some change. For example, quitting smoking
Thank you for another
should make
great
the individual
year of streams,
healthier.
Julien. As an update to last stream, my stepdad that I live with did in fact get COVID. I guess I don't spend much time with him because I am still COVID free. Something good from 2020.
Alex, I'm glad to hear that you're safe and
Much
healthy.
love.
Stay safe. Good luck. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for the kind donation. Thank you for the update as well. Where was I? Quitting smoking should make a person healthier. However, it is not likely to make him win the lottery, have a better
Just
personality,
rewatched
or get
the
higher grades.
podcast where you all took assumptions that the Dink fam made about you and Jenna. I remembered this was the podcast that made me go vegan. Thank you all for that.
Let's go, Zach. Sorry, this is interesting. I always loved psychology. I didn't major in it or anything, but I always, like, when I took it in high school and stuff, I always was interested. Anyway, in conclusion, I think there are aspects of New Year's resolutions that can be very, very positive for certain people. And then there are aspects that sort of act as scapegoats for a failure to see and manifest real change. You know what I mean? Class dismissed. Okay, go. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're going to be late to your next class. Go, go. Except you. You stay after class, all right? We're going to need a parent signature on that F, all right?